All month long here on Ethos Reviews we're talking about horror video games, and it's a genre that's been around for a pretty long time now, dating back to the days of the Atari 2600, with such awful games as Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But the genre has come a really long way, and obviously Castlevania has become a legendary series, and so has Resident Evil, amongst others. So today, and for the rest of this month, I am going to, as many videos as I can pump out, I'm going to talk about Halloween horror video games. And what will those games be? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned to find out. But to kick off that celebration, we're talking about Splatterhouse, and certainly one of the more demented games that I've ever played. And I feel like that's really the only appropriate word to describe this game is demented. So, to kick off this month, let's talk about Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse was originally released on the arcade in 1989, but in 1990 it was brought to the TurboGrafx 16. Oh, I actually don't have a TurboGrafx 16. However, it was re-released on the Wii's Virtual Console in 2007. So, we indeed do have Splatterhouse. So, let us begin. Press the run button. Is that to run the game or to run away, to be scary? I don't know. Anyway, so Splatterhouse sets the tone right away with this really creepy organ music. Like I said, a lot of the things in this game is just plain demented. You'll see. So for the time, they're actually pretty darn good graphics, and it's pretty violent too. I mean, look at that. You smash your enemies up against the wall with that wood plank. Later on, you get to use a shotgun and blow them to smithereens, which is pretty cool. So a very violent game for the time. Now take note of the red mask. I'll point that out in a moment. They didn't want him to look too much like Jason from Friday the 13th, but that's why they gave him the red mask here in America. The Japanese art poster and the arcade game showed this, with the white mask. Looks a lot like Jason, doesn't it? Anyway, so a lot of these boss stages in the game are really just wild. I mean, and you see those disgusting looking like Contra aliens coming out. Very gruesome stuff. And listen to the sounds of the game. The music is just so bizarre. It's like a torture of your mind, you know? It really delves into your psychosis. Even the stage transition music is creepy. And it's just, again, with this weird, bizarre music. I mean, the atmosphere in this game is really unmatched. Splatterhouse did a great job of doing, Namco rather, the game developer just did a great job of presentation in this game. Even the underwater levels, I mean, it just seems like a very claustrophobic environment, you know, everything you're dealing with. Again, look at that, I just died. And this, I mean, I have nothing else to say, but this is just pure insanity. I don't know how someone comes and creates something like this. It's just so weird. I mean, I've never fought a chair before, a possessed chair. That's a first. Or flying knives. And yes, you face that eyeball thing too, and then the poster, and the frame picture in the background. Yes, you fight that too. Continuing the tradition of garbage horror movie sequels, there's Splatterhouse 2 for Genesis and Splatterhouse 3. And of course, there's also a new remake of Splatterhouse coming out very soon. So just imagine what a new Splatterhouse game would look like in today's day and age. Now, the new Splatterhouse comes out next month in November of 2010. And I'm sure it'll be quite disgusting and vile in almost every possible way, but somehow will still manage to be a very entertaining game. So in any case, that is the original Splatterhouse, and of course the series has come a long way, especially with the way the new installment looks. Alright, so that'll do it here from Ethos Reviews. I hope you enjoyed this first Halloween episode, and hopefully there will be many more to follow. So, until then, stay tuned, and feel free to peruse the website ethosreviews.angelfire.com for all the newest written reviews, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.